Hey people, Inquisition 3v3, Cathari Ruins, blue team. Inquisition, all of them? It's Lord Commissar, strong offense and support that fights in melee combat begins with a refractor shield. This is the Vostroyan firstborn, alongside MetalZero4, he's not moving. Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. There he goes, worked out how to press the mouse buttons. We've got Dark Angels DLC here, rounding off the blue team, Brother Evil. In all capitals, so you know he's serious, with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. What is this? We have a Nurgle badge, okay. You do you, buddy. Red team, Venjitron with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat. Great for capping and harassing, like right now, and has some powerful control abilities. Is this Harlequin Elite Scheme recolored, maybe? Must be. Alongside, WorldEater is a Lord General, fights in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers they can add to throughout the game. Really strong defense and support. Lord Commissar smacking around the Warp Spider in the background there. Is this the Armageddon Steel Legion Elite Scheme, I think? And rounding off the teams, HarshChart is another Lord Commissar chasing down a Sorcerer in the southwest. We have 3 contested VPs on this map. Nothing natural, nothing safe. Howling Banshees, yeah, there's definitely Harlequins are going to be okay, I think. Looks like it. These guardsmen down to 3 models. Yeah, might want to run away, fellas. Force Commander now smacking up some guardsmen. Good special and a shotgun blast. Talk about some disruption. Tactical Marines now, I think. Are they trying to get into melee? No, they're just shooting. Can they get straight onto the power here? Some more Dire Avengers up for Venjitron. Where's the Warp Spider? Back at base. Meanwhile, Lord Commissar of HarshChart again chasing off some Chaos Space Marines. A little bit of support though for those guys coming in the form of shotgun scouts. I don't think they can use their what is it called again? I always forget. The explosive shot. I always get it mixed up with high explosive shells from the Commando. I don't think they can use it again quite so soon. HarshChart backing away from the Force Commander there. Attacks are not in play. Oh, they're up here. Sentinel's pretty low. Need to be careful. Does have that ground pound. Guardsmen here should maybe be in position to repair a bit. They're really bunched up there. Okay, they're moving. Another Sentinel getting repairs from WorldEater over there. So here's your flank. Took a while to happen. I think they were waiting for the Sorcerer to get ready, which is fair enough. 2v1 whenever you can. Flame attacks could make their way towards the power. Sorcerer's going to cap. And yeah, they'll definitely bash a single node over there. Here comes some defenses. We've got Howling Banshees, double Dire Avengers, and a bunch of guardsmen. Actually, where are the Dire Avengers? Oh, they're still at base. They have their grenades and stuff. And they're ready to chuck them. Maybe they'll try and defend the northeast. Oh, they didn't get the power bash. Got here pretty quick, guys. Now the Lord Commissar's back out. Teleporting in is the Warp Spider. Getting some kills on those heretics. I think they do have their grenade launchers or doom bolts there. Banshee's getting wrecked, and they were indeed wrecked to death. Sorcerer did go down. Force Commander levels, and is going to get a bunch more XP from reviving. Won't get him to 3. Oh, disrupted by some artillery spotters here from HarshChart. Those guys calling in off-map mortar shells. Force Commander drops. Yep. Big losses down here for the blue team. Red team can clean it up, maybe even get onto the power. Do we have any flamers here? No flamers. That guy's not moving either. Oh, good special on those Dire Avengers. Venjitron completely forgetting about those guys, and is down to a single squad of Dire Avengers. Are they just not paying attention at all? Down they go. Everything's down. Gets a revive. Now has heavy gauge Death Spinner, but is down to actually 0 units. Now getting some more Dire Avengers on the field, and those guys had the aspect as well. Power bashing now from Inquisition. Catachin's on the way, Noise Marine's on the way, and Venjitron needs to try and rebuild. I mean, he could just kind of seed the top, I guess, and concentrate on the middle. Gonna suck to lose this power though. Just concentrate on the middle while you rebuild. Stay near WorldEater. This is HarshChart's Sentinel. We had some more tactical marines dropped in by MetalZero4. They're going to try and cap the mid. Heavy gauge takes him up to almost 35 piercing DPS, not bad. Some decent melee there too for a ranged hero. Lord Commissar does escape, and looks like they mainly defended the power here. Mostly defended the power, I guess. And what is this? Single gen. Venjitron doesn't have a good way to bash it and take it though. Lord Commissar sprinting in. We've lost the indicator for this guy. Getting some good specials from lead by example. Force commander's quite low. Not sure what he's doing. Enemies are there, buddy. Lost track of his force commander, I think. Look at that, grenade launchers over the ruins. It's basically cheating. Yeah, force commander got very low. Might go down on retreat. It's a lot of las guns. Oh, they're not shooting him. Well, there's this smoke. Is that from catechins or something? No, there aren't any catechins. I'm not sure what that smoke was. Maybe it was catechins that then died. Oh, it's from the spotters, that's right. These guys can call in smoke that messes up your range. There's several types of smoke in the game. There's smoke from operatives these days, isn't there, or something? There's also defensive smoke from Razorback and catechins. Sentinel does get some repairs, and these guys do have flamers. I wonder if it's a bit better use of your time to try and bash a bit. Just take the Sentinel back, and those guys could repair it. I didn't finish the cap. There we go. 489 to 237. Big VP lead for the blue team. Venjitron back up to 2 Dire Avengers with aspects. But no tier 2 on the horizon yet. Gonna have to face a Chimera in a second. Good luck with that. Red team taking the southwest. It's going to be a 2-1 for them, I think. Able to get back in here. Need to try and get on this power. It's not always easy to realise just how much you've messed up your opponent. They'd be a lot more aggressive, I think, if they knew Venjitron was down to 0 units at some point. 480 to 228 on the victory points, and the Chimera is almost out. And that could deliver Guardsmen straight to the power. Straight to both of the powers, actually. There's not anything in the way of anti-vehicle. Blue team being seen off at the bottom, though. Red team are doing well here. There's a Dark Flames from the Sorcerer. Does exactly what you think. Sets things on fire. Plasma gun tactical marines. Trying to shoot up this heavy turret, but this heavy turret has vehicle armor. And there it is. Starts off with a Vanquisher type cannon. But you can get an Executioner on it. Shotgun blast there. Anything around to support this turret? Maybe not. What is this scout doing? Is that a scout or marine? I don't know. Some kind of heresy. Physics system. Not always the most elegant in Dawn of War 2. It's still going. It's still going. 472 to 228. There's some Chaos Taint on Cathari Ruins. Who would have thunk it? Power bashing. Flamer Guardsman. And some good old melee. And there's your Chimera. They're going to steal it, are they? No. Yeah, you should bash it. You should bash it. Stormtroopers on the way for WorldEater. Dreadnought for Brother Evil. A Chaos Dreadnought, to be exact. This guy still has those grenade launchers for that movement speed bonus. And grenade launchers in themselves are pretty damn useful. Did you just kill a Marine? Maybe you did. Red team still have the southwest. Got almost a full bash and a decap. And now's a good time to pull out. We have enemy guardsmen with plasma guns packed into their hands. Both of them, yep. Where are the stormtroopers? Making their way, getting an assault kit. Still nothing to do with the Chimera, eh? They got nothing. No power blades or anything. We do have improved targeters. Makes those heavy gauge death spinners even more powerful. 472 to 228. Blue team getting back in on the southwest. Looks like the Sorcerer pushed through to get the guardsmen back. Grenade launcher barrage. Couldn't quite finish the cap though. CSM, they got very low. Seat kill there from the Lord Commissar. Dreadnought now can push them back. Something needs to get on the cap though. Dreadnought can't cap things. Everything ran away. Heretics are here. There we go. In the mid, we now have an Executioner heavy turret. gonna go down though, eh? Plasma cannon would make short work of it. Not sure what these tactical marines are doing. They got debuffed by the smoke and just kept on running forward. Got to try and make your opponent waste that smoke by just disengaging, getting out of it, and then re-engaging again. We have the Mark of Tzeentch Dreadnought. Gives it a nifty missile launcher with this. Frenzied Barrage. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it does suppress infantry. I think that's set to be increased a little bit, the damage. Not like it was before, but a little bit. We have Heavy Weapon Squad. We've got Plague Marines up now for Brother Evil. Can be supported quite well by a Sorcerer with his teleporting shenanigans. Looking quite strong down here, actually, blue team. And they have the Northeast back. Wraithguard up here for Venjitron. They should do a huge amount of work against Inquisition's army, who's gone tier 3. Get more Wraithguard, I say. They're going to bash the node. Maybe. There we go. Really powerful Wraith Cannons. They do have a wind-up time, so you can try and stay moving and avoid the shots. Lord Commissar's level 3 with stubbornness makes him pretty damn tough when he's got infantry around him, which he does. Almost level 3 Sentinel gets the decap, some infiltrating Tzeentch worship. And they're capping mid. I guess they'll cap mid and then hit the southwest. Northeast is turning red. Power bash against Venjitron, but here is WorldEater to defend and a flank here from the Wraithguard. That would have been a really nasty volley from the Wraith Cannons if they didn't flee, and the Sentinel should be dealt with here, surely. It does go down, leveled up those Dire Avengers. Red team with the comeback on the cards, but blue team hitting back southwest. Those noise range just whacked out by the Lord Commissar. You have a Thunderhammer Force Commander, which, I mean, it's usually used to counter melee squads, which you don't have a lot of, any of really, on the red team, but you can disrupt ranged units just as well. Might need to teleport in there though. He's got the Sacred Standard at the moment. Still see an underutilization of his Storm Shield. It's such a good piece of war gear in a team game especially. More Noise Marines on the way for Brother Evil. And we do see double Wraithguard for Venjitron. Been able to recover quite well, but facing a tier 3 player. Might be a Leman Russ soon, but the Wraithguard will shoot up a Leman Russ pretty well. There's some Tzeentch worship. Won't infiltrate the heretics themselves. They need 2 heretics worshipping to infiltrate everything. They do have an aspiring champion though. Those guys had a big problem with that piece of terrain or object. Shot the crap out of it. And, alright, he teleported away. Frenzied Barrage, Commissar gets in again. Don't really have a way to stop him doing that, do they? Tying things up as he likes. They need to try and focus that guy down a bit. I'm a big fan of focusing down the heroes in a team game. You can bring so much fire to bear on them, and they do so much for their team. Just shoot those guys. Dreadnought went down as you saw. Taken out by... What was it taken out by? Oh, it was a las cannon. Heavy weapon squad. Might see a decent Blastmaster shot. Was alright. Some fire there from Dark Flames or something. There's a spotter shell going in. Oh, it hasn't seemed to have affected them. I think that's a little bit of a bug. I believe it affects plasma cannons also, and I'm not sure what causes it. You saw the range of the Blastmaster wasn't affected by the smoke there. Maybe it still affects their vision though. Falcon on the way for Venjitron. Ogrin's out in tier 3 for Inquisition. They can tie up those Wraithguard. The way to counter those guys is to quickly get into melee with them. Venjitron might want to switch to the Entangling Web once they see those Ogrins. Lord Commissar of HarshChart's done well, taking some shots there. And Brother Evil is back out to fight. Grenade gets rid of those guys. They were split up a lot. Now the Force Commander's here all alone. Oh, there's some Chaos stuff. There's that Battle Cry special. Oh, that was a regular special attack actually. Hasn't been using the Battle Cry. And might go down. Struggling to make that Thunderhammer work with all this range stuff. It's quite a lot of it. Might need to like bring him in after the brunt of your army so you can try and get in amongst things. Here comes some Ogrins for the flank. Really well timed artillery spotter, and that's the group teleport. Where's he taking it? Oh, down here, away from the Ogrins. Friendly neighborhood warp spider. Ogrins got wrecked, and down they go. A little bit sloppy there from Inquisition, letting them die on their first fight. But hey, it happens. Wraithguard doing some good work. 394 to 75. Red team do have some VPs to make up here. Leman Russ on the way though for HarshChart. Blue team are reeling. Look at their rosters here. Really good work from WorldEater to support Venjitron while they rebuilt. And they have rebuilt quite well. Big shots there, but they survived somehow. Leman Russ has got the Vanquisher on the way. Long range single target cannon that fires more often than the default cannon, I believe. Part of what makes it so powerful. Hey, you can shoot generators too. Stomp. Force Commander was already in retreat, I think. Brother Evil goes tier 3. A lot of resources for MetalZero. What would you get here though? Land Raider might get wrecked by the double Wraithguard and almost an Eldritch and the Leman Russ. Terminators, I suppose. There's a lot of plasma guns though as well. I feel like you need to suppress that blob of guardsmen, get some devastators up, and then maybe you could deliver terminators a bit more effectively. There's a lot of stuff though, even because the Wraithguard could just walk up and Wraith Cannon the devastators to death. They can't suppress the Wraithguard. It's tough. It's not just one thing you can get to deal with all this. You need to get multiple things and keep your stuff alive as you do it. 335 to 75, a no cap game. Tax with their 50% faster capping. Got the decap on the mid. The sergeant there does not bother with a helmet. Why would you? It's only plasma guns and stuff. Can't disrupt the Lord Commissar because of his shield, and he gets the cap. 1-to-1. Blue team do have the northeast as a Falcon trying to get in behind. Should be relatively safe. Just guardsmen here. Falcon's going to kind of sit there and shoot stuff with impunity pretty much. Here comes some allied Wraithguard. Need to be a little bit careful of friendly fire. These guys getting awfully close. I don't think any friendly fire happened there. Some more guardsmen. Likes the flamers, eh? They just get absolutely wrecked by Wraithguard. Wraithguard just tailor-made to demolish guardsmen. Little blobs of guardsmen. Predator tank for MetalZero. Wraithguard are in the northeast at the moment, but countered pretty well by a Vanquisher Leman Russ, I think. We also have an Execution Leman Russ. Force Commander's down too. Sacred Standard buffing things over there where there's nothing to buff. Heavy turret put down as well. Does the Predator have a... No las cannon. Does have extra armor. Red team looking pretty strong. Now with the Phobos on the way. Baneblade on the way. Not sure how well the Baneblade is going to do here though. This Wraithguard are pretty nasty. One of them's level 2. Gets onto the power eventually. Should be here a little bit sooner than this. But gets it. Might get it all. Not a whole lot these guardsmen can do. Don't think they can do enough damage quickly enough to stop that bash. Baneblade still a little ways off. Triple cap here for red. Can they hold on? Force Commander still down there. These Tax in a really bad position. What are they up to? A couple more seconds they would have wiped with the Execution Leman Russ behind them. Eldritch Storm. That's a bit of a waste from Venjitron, I feel like. Didn't even kill the Plasma Cannon. They're going to be kicking themselves when they see the Baneblade hit the field, I think. 252 to 75. Got a full power bash here. And now they are wrecking this tank. Is it going to get away? Does not get away. I believe the Leman Russ got the last shot. Here's your Baneblade. And here's a rocket run. Wow. Lots of guardsman death. I believe that was HarshChart. Looking at the red there. Who's that down in the mid now? The Sorcerer's down. All of the blue team heroes are down. And they are depleted, let's say. I think red team are going to complete this comeback here. Several bad engagements in a row. Really messes you up, especially on a map like this where you can get triple caps relatively easily. And that's what happened to him. Some sloppy plays, sloppy loss of the Ogrins. Force Commander really struggled to make an impact with the Thunderhammer. And no teleporter, that's the main thing. Did not have the teleporter to get in there. If they did, could have teleported on the big plasma guardsman blob and just wrecked him around. Allowed other things to get in there. Still a triple. Look how much damage the Baneblade took already. I wasn't even paying attention to it. Phobos also took a bunch of damage. Is anything still blue? This power is. And wreck points being decapped. This power is still blue. They are done for. Baneblade on the way. Avatar on the way. Another Lehman Russ on the way. There's an orbital from MetalZero. Might kill these guys. They are in retreat though. Let's see if it kills them. It should. That first... Oh man, it didn't even kill them. Come on, orbital bombardment. They died. They did die. Red team have this with a triple now. Can they kill a tank? Let's see. Double Plague Marines. Plasma Cannon getting awfully close before setting up here. Can you get Ash Shot before you die? No. The weapon changed hands there. I wonder if any of these players have dropped by now. They might have. I wouldn't have made much difference at this stage though. I don't think they have, because the AI would be building stuff with these resources whenever they can, I think. Can they get the Baneblade before the game ends? They can. Wraithguard done really well. We're not dealt with at all. And you see crack shot on those Wraithguard there. Gives them more range, I believe. There's your GG. And there it is. Double cap at the end. Lord Commissar got level 4. Did have Aura of Discipline, I guess, to help out those Ogrins, but didn't last very long. Level 3 Force Commander. Couldn't make it happen with the Thunderhammer, really. Level 4 Sorcerer, Sword of Flame, and Vestments of the Warp. And a level 6 Warp Spider. You did see a group teleport too, a bit of a weird one. And grenade launchers on the level 5 Lord General and the level 7 Lord Commissar, Fist of Brockus, Bionic Eye, and Stubbornness. And there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.